Hello and welcome to Learn 11. This video is just to help you navigate through the process of taking your assessments and your online DLAs, because I know students have a lot of issues, problems trying to find where to log in, how to log in. They have problems with the login keys, and this is just to help walk you through that process, okay? And if you have any further questions, you can always contact the Multidisciplinary Student Success Center for any questions or for more help. The information for that phone number and all that stuff is on Canvas for you. So I'm going to share the screen here with Canvas so that you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so when you get to the home screen of our class Canvas, what you will want to do is scroll all the way down, okay, and look for course information. This is where all the information for DLAs and assessments, instructor conferences, this is where all of this information is. So you're going to click on this link here and it brings you to this page. Here's my email address that you can email me at anytime. Here's the course overview. This tells you more about LASSI, and LTM gives you visuals of what the DLAs look like. Okay, and by now you should have watched that video. So now we get down to the LTM, which is the first learning assessment that you're going to take. This learning assessment is focused on the type of learner you are. It boils us all down to 4 types of learners, and it shows you the blend of learner you are, really. The strengths and weaknesses of, it's not strengths and weaknesses, it's preferences. I'm sorry, it's preferences of what you would prefer, how you prefer to learn. Okay, so what you want to do is click this link, and it's going to take you to a page that looks like this, a login page. Now, to get the information to log in, you're going to follow the instructions that are all here for you. Okay, you have to read really carefully and go slowly. Read everything very carefully, okay? Now, for taking the LASSI is an assessment that looks at 10 different categories of skills that we use as students, and it, based on your answers, it tells you what skills you're really strong in, or which ones you're really clear on and you know how to use, and what skills you may be lacking in or you may need to work on throughout the semester, and it's really helpful. So you need Adobe Reader to access it, so you can follow those links if you need it. Otherwise, you can do this from campus, and we have access to Adobe here. Okay, so what you want to do is click on the LASSI assessment, and it will take you to this login page. Okay, this is LASSI. How do we get the information to log in here? Here's all the information to log in for the LASSI. Okay, so you'll follow those ones. Down below is the deadline for when you can complete your LASSI and LTM assessments, because I need you to finish them as soon as possible so that you can schedule with me an instructor conference to go over the results of these assessments. So make sure that both for the LASSI and the LTM assessments that you screenshot your results, or you print them, or you download and save them onto your computer. Whichever which way that you have to, just make sure that you get those results, because you're going to send those results to me in an email to studyskillslbcc@gmail.com, probably with a subject line that says something like LTM and LASSI results. Okay? Once you send those to me in an email, I'll ask you which days and what times. I'll give you a couple of options to meet with me online through a video chat to go over your results, okay? But you cannot do an instructor conference without sending me those LTM and LASSI results. I need those in the email first before we can schedule the instructor conference. The instructor conference is mandatory because in that conference, we're not only going to go over the results of your LASSI and LTM, but we will also schedule DLAs, okay? And here's the instructions for setting up an instructor conference, okay? In our instructor conference, I'm going to assign you 2 DLAs based off of your assessment scores. The DLAs are to be completed online. You can, of course, come in person and do them. You can do any of these in person if you'd like. But if you want to do them from home, you will click on this link here, and this is going to take you to this website. This website has the titles of all of the DLAs that are possible, and you're going to find the 2 that pertain to you and click on them. It's going to download the DLA onto your computer, and then when you open it, it's going to open in Word, okay? And you're going to type your answers onto this Word document, okay? Of course, that won't be what you're typing. You're going to type answers. Okay. Now, what do you do? Once you're all done with this, you're going to go to Word, you're going to save it, and you're going to save it on your desktop. Okay? Save that. And now you have a copy of it. Once you complete this DLA, you're going to go down to this key here, schedule a follow-up. It gives you all the instructions for how to schedule a follow-up session so that an instructor can call you and go over the DLA with you. It is not complete without this follow-up, okay? So you can't earn the points until you do this follow-up with an instructor. They will get back to you. So once you follow these directions here, you'll email them with your DLA. You'll tell them what times and what days at work for you, and they'll get back to you and schedule something with you. This is not through me, this is through the Multidisciplinary Student Success Center, okay? So, you know the process of the follow-up. Once they've finished that follow-up with you, they will give me word that they've finished with you, okay? That they've finished the DLA with you, and then I can put the points in the gradebook. So, let's go back a little bit. You've opened the DLA here, you've clicked on the link, it's downloaded to your computer, and you opened it here. How do you know what to answer, right? What are you looking for? This is one side. This is what you write on. Go back to this page. Sorry, there's so much clicking back and forth. It's just the way it is right now. You'll click on online DLA completion. Oh wait, this is going to take you, sorry, not online DLA completion, I'm sorry. You're going to have the LASSI modules open. You're going to log back into LASSI to complete your DLA. First, you want to go here so that you can download your DLA so that you have the Word doc, okay? And then you're going to go back to the LASSI and click on it again and use the same login. You're going to have your own password at this point, and you'll be able to log in as yourself. And what you'll see is a bunch of the LASSI's, a bunch of DLA titles that also correlate with these. And you'll just find the one that you're working on. You'll click on it, and it'll look very similar to the Word document here. It'll have activities in it. You're just going to follow the directions on the DLA and follow along on the computer. Please don't type anything into the computer when you're doing your DLAs, okay? Because it doesn't save. You won't be able to print it. You'll type onto the Word document only, and you'll read on in the LASSI modules, you'll read how to, the questions and follow along, okay? Here's also another set of how you can log into the LASSI modules, and that is also on here for you under instructions. There are plenty of ways to find the instructions. You just have to read through them to follow the steps, okay? So before you contact the MDSC or before you contact me, make sure that you go through all of these instructions and read really carefully. Take notes so that you can follow along. A lot of students get frustrated at this point. Not a lot, but there are a few that get really frustrated and they put it off. They put the activities off. And you absolutely can't do that because there are due dates with these and they are the foundation of the course. So it's really important that you follow along. I hope that this was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, of course, contact me. But have a great semester and enjoy doing these assessments and the DLAs. I hope you learn a lot. Bye-bye. See ya.